Hello again from the meditation garden. I just did my prayer and my meditation, and my higher power said now is the time. I tried typing this in last night on Facebook twice and it didn't work, so I'm assuming God wants me to do it this way. The phone or the smartphone will not let me do it sideways, so I'll do it straight up. And this is going to be a straight up video. I'm calling it awareness. Every once in a while you have a divine God moment and He makes you aware of things that perhaps you forgot. You need a reminder of. Yesterday morning I was with my mom celebrating her birthday and Mother's Day, and we ended up at a restaurant. I said, well, what's so big about that? Well, this restaurant is a place where I made a major decision, wrong one, 40 years ago, and in some way I'm still paying for it. At the time, the place was called Sambo's. It's not called that anymore. In March '79, there was, I worked graveyard at the restaurant. There was their cook and waitress and myself, and it was a very slow night. The cook takes me in the back room, takes out this small bong about that big, and I didn't even know what it was. And I stupidly didn't say no. The cook and I got stoned. Now I need to back up for a bit. From late '74, I had a breakdown, to up to '79, I've been drinking quite heavily. I had already had DTs, blackouts. I was falling down drunk. I've been so plastered that I even passed out in the middle of a disco with blaring music. That you know you're really drunk. And I know if angels earned their wings, I've helped quite a few of them because I drug up my bike and ride 10-15 miles stone drunk and don't know where I'm going. And I know God has handled me. Prior to March '79, I had seen many of my celebrity people I looked up to, like Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and many others who had died due to drugs and alcohol. So I said, nope, I am never going to get loaded. Back in high school in '72, my fellow classmates would walk in so stoned, I'm surprised they found their classes, but they did. So I said, because of this, I'm not going to do this. Never say never. Back in the March '79, I have wished a million times since then I would have said no. I put all my excuses, went past my brain, out of my head, and I got stoned. I thought, great, I found what I'm looking for. So we worked in the night. I got the weed free for the next 2 weeks, and then I started paying for it. And I paid for it for the next 15 years. Within the first month, I graduated from the marijuana to the LSD, hashish, uppers, downers, nerve pills, whatever would get me out of the pain and out of reality. It was funny is somebody sold me a dime bag, and actually it was oregano or something else, and so I took it back to the restaurant and they were laughing because I did not know what weed was. But man, you can smoke that all day, ain't gonna get high. So I said, okay, live and learn. desperately, I tried to sell it. That was the last resort. At the time, the restaurant did not have a liquor license, but that didn't matter because in the back locker room we had quarts of whiskey hiding there. We had enough drugs going through that restaurant that if the walls could talk, we'd be in serious trouble. I went to work loaded or drunk quite often. For over a year, I tried to get fired. The boss wouldn't fire me because I still did a good job somehow, even though I was loaded. I've gotten so loaded at that restaurant that I passed out once in front of the trash can outside. Somehow I made it to work. I had no idea when that door was open where it was going to lead me. You'll end up at places you had no plan to be at, and you'll end up paying for it big time. I can't undo the decision I made, so I learned to live with it. Before I left the restaurant, I went back in the back room. The restaurant was a lot fancier than it was when I was working there. And I recall the group of Christians were back there in the back room. I'm pretty sure it was their prayers is how I'm still here. And I eventually got clean and sober. Some of them would wait till I get off work and go with me to a nearby park. And even when I cursed them out or told them where they can go, they were patient and they kept praying for me. Prayers do work. The reality or the awareness was that it'd been 40 years and there's a very good chance that I would be dead now. But thanking God that I was able to finally get clean back in August '95. Only took being homeless twice and ended up with a drug overdose 3 times. I realized how far I had come, and I still have to work the program every day. I left the restaurant thanking God that I survived. We cannot undo even 1 second of the past, but we can work on the present and the future. So there's a major awareness of how far I've come in 40 years. A reminder of where I've been. And even after 23 years clean and sober, I can die with the disease or I can die because of it. So I thank God when I left the restaurant and was grateful that I had made it. So anyway, that was my awareness. Never say never. Just realize, youngsters or whoever's thinking about getting loaded, don't. Find another way to deal with reality. I could spend hours telling you where I ended up. You wouldn't believe me in the first place. So the most important thing is that I'm clean and sober today by the grace of God and the 12-step program. So I hope you got something out of this. And before maybe it start raining. So anyway, I will close with this. Yeah, take care. Feel free to comment and subscribe if you'd like. Bye-bye.